Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again after a close win against the Titans. Man, oh man, this game took me up, down, round, and round, all over the place. But a win is a win, whether it be ugly or it's a blowout. This game is about W's and L's. And I don't know, man, the last 17 years, we've been taking enough L's. So it's time to start racking up W's. I don't care how we get them because these wins in this league are so damn hard to get. And if we can get them, we'll take them. So, what do we begin? Where do I start? Let's talk about the obvious. Let's talk about the obvious. Defense. Defense came through today. 3 turnovers, 1 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles with recoveries. Edmonds, Milano, and Teron Johnson. Listen, Teron Johnson can fucking play. That boy can play straight up. There's guys that, like they need to get up and, he's ready to play all the time. He can tackle, he can cover. The boy is just tough, man. The amount of times this man goes down and gets back in the game, toughness. That is the type of player we need on this damn team. Now, if we can emulate Teron Johnson's all over the place, man, we're balling. Trey White, solid game. Listen, man, defense came through today, man. Allowing less than 14 points, 12 points. Man. Respect to the defense, because if not for this defense, if not for the trenches, we don't even come close to winning this game. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Defense came through today, and shout out to the defense, man. Another aspect of how we won this game, LaShawn McCoy. You get LaShawn McCoy involved. You get him in a rhythm. You get him the ball in his hands. He makes things happen. He had 107 yards all-purpose yards. He had like 85 on the ground and the rest receiving. That is exactly what we need from our Pro Bowl running back, from our all-star running back. You can't go in games where you're letting him touch the ball 7 times. Granted, we were down, but pass him the ball. He's not just a running threat. He can catch the ball. Give him the ball in space, and he'll make things happen. And that's exactly what happened. So LaShawn McCoy, 85 yards rushing, 23 yards passing reception. Chris Ivory, CI. You know what I'm saying? My man was running hard, gaining first downs. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, man. That is a nice 1-2 punch to have in Chris Ivory. And the man is not letting the ball touch the ground. That's the big knock that was on Chris Ivory. Tough as nails, tough to tackle, but has the butterfingers. You know what I'm saying? Can't hold on to the ball. So the fact that my man was able to hold on to the ball and run for 43, 44 tough running yards today, I'm telling you right now, that's exactly what we needed. We needed a win like this at home for Bills fans. You know what I'm saying? For Bills fans watching, although it was an ugly game, the W's can mask a whole lot of stuff, man. Because if we take that L, we are trashing everyone. We're trashing everybody. We're trashing decision-making. We're trashing the defense can pull out this, that, and the third. But you know what? Luckily, we don't have to even go into that. We can enjoy the win, enjoy the W, and keep life moving. Let me just read a few things before I get into my notes. We just got the W. Feed McCoy. I agree. Give Ray the ball more. I'm going to touch on that. I saw no development from Allen. Again, we need to focus on our QB. I would touch on that for sure. Jan716. Darren Lowry says, best part of watching the game with my brother who's a Titans fan. Ooh, you must have rubbed it in his face real good. I like that. Jesse McFadden, Big D. That's it, man. Big defense, man. Big Cock Allen says, horrible passing game. We'll get into that. Jesse McFadden says, yeah, he for real. Alex Lopez, Murphy actually played well too. Murphy came through, man. We had some good pressure today. Sam Mazza, amen, Rico, about damn time, 7-0. When was the last 20-plus touch? Yeah, man, he had 24 touches today. LaShawn McCoy had 20-plus touches, 24 touches to be exact. Derek Anderson coming to town. How do you feel about that? I will touch on that as well. My boy Allen is our future. Damn, why we play so bad story teams. All right, man, let me get into this, man. What are we doing? Like Bjorkes, I got to touch on that, man. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. Was that a fake field goal? Why go for the fake field goal? And if it was terrible play call, number two, you had time to recover, put the ball down, and give Hashka a chance to kick the extra point. Why put the undue pressure, the kick the field goal to go up 10-0? Why give us that? Why put us through the undue pressure? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened there, but it worked out. The injury that the injury he succumbed from, that it wasn't as bad, thank God, because we would have to go back to the inconsistent Hauschka, I was gonna say Colton Schmidt, but we don't want that. But anyway, nonetheless, that play itself kind of threw me off. The fact that Shady McCoy is back in the mix, it makes a hell of a difference. When you have a rookie quarterback in Josh Allen, you cannot put everything on his shoulders and say, yo, go do what you do. You can't. You need your supporting cast. And what a supporting cast you have in LaShawn McCoy. But you can't not give him the ball. You can't. You got to give him the ball. You got to feed McCoy, man. It's all about rhythm. This rhythm is key, man. You don't got no rhythm in this game, it's a wrap. You don't got no rhythm on the dance floor, ain't no bitches that no girls are gonna come to dance with you, man. You gotta have some rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So you got some rhythm. All right, we're gonna give you the ball. And that's exactly what we did. That's how we gotta do it. We still must improve on third downs. Third down, 30%. Oh my gosh, bro. We can't do that. We want to win games consistently. We have to be better on third downs, at least 50%. You know what I'm saying? 5 for 10. Give me that, man. 50%, at least you're getting your third downs. But we can't go 30% on that, man. That's terrible. 3 to 10? Come on, we can't do that, fellas. We did. See, this is what happens when you can establish a run game. You can milk the clock. You can take the time to do what you want. We, in times of possession, 33 minutes we held on to the rock. 33 minutes we held on to the rock. That is what you need to do to cultivate a surrounding for Allen. You need to take the pressure off of him. Take the pressure off of him. You know what I'm saying? And we limited our penalties. We only had 4 penalties today. Yes. You have less penalties. You're okay. You can stay in the game this way, man. Golly. So let's get to the shits. Josh Allen. 10 for 19, 51% completion percentage, 82 yards passing, 1 rushing touchdown, and an interception. Who does that remind you of? I know you know. I'm not even going to say this individual's name, but this performance, I know he's a rookie, and I'm not going to take away from that. I really don't want to. But when you're in the heat of the game and you're just watching the game for what it is, whether you're a rookie or not, you're just watching a quarterback under center. It reminded me of a certain player. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, what is the difference, man? You should have just, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it's looking like. But I'm hoping that this little thing that's happening right now that we have going, this development that's happening right now, I just needed to develop a little faster. But you can't. In this game, in this day and age, you got to take your time with these things, because if you rush it, it's garbage. It means nothing. It means you've wasted time, right? LaShawn McCoy, 107 yards, all-purpose yards. Receiving, that's the thing, man. We got 10 completions. So with 10 completions, there's not a whole lot you can do. Now, hold on a second. With 10 completions, it depends how big the plays are. You know what I'm saying? So our leading receiver today was Zay Jones. Oh, Zay, can you finally showed up a little bit early in this game. It would have been nice to see more Allen to Jones. I really would have liked to see that, because it seemed that they had a little bit of an early connection. The one thing I noticed that Brian Dable did with Josh Allen was quickly start getting the ball out of his hands quick. You know what I'm saying? It was snap, 1-2, the ball is gone. I was watching Thursday night game, a tiny bit of the highlights of the Thursday night game of Tom Brady. Although Tom Brady is Tom Brady doesn't do like extraordinary things. He gets the ball out quick on these quick outs, quick digs, and he lets the receivers do their thing. So when he pads the stats to 300-400 yards, he's letting the receivers do their things. And I'm looking at it, it's nothing incredible. It's under center, on a button hook. You know what I'm saying? An out route here, a crossing route, like mesh routes. Like, there weren't anything spectacular. So I'm thinking to myself, if Tom Brady's doing this and he can do this shit in his sleep, we can build a plan for our damn rookie quarterback to do those very things. If you get the ball out of your hands, the game slows down for you. You start seeing things because the defense is now going to start to key in on those short little routes, and then you can use that big arm that you got. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my wish. You know what I mean? That's my wish. And right now we're gonna have to wait for that wish because he's still a rookie. He's 5 games into the season. It's just the way things. It's just the way things roll right now. You feel me? So Jones 3 receptions, 20 yards. Jason Kroom had 2 receptions, 9 yards. Yeah, one of those receptions could have went for much longer. But my man, like Kroom is right there in the flats. Just hit him. Just hit him. You had to bend down to the shoelaces, pick it up, turn around, recover. He's stumbling. You give him time. The guy's an athlete. He will gain you the yards. Just give them the ball in a vicinity that they can catch and make moves. You know what I'm saying? You had some really good times that you did that. And then you had games where you had throws where you're like, come on, man. You got to do better than that. You know what I'm saying? So first things first. With the receiving, you had Kelvin Benjamin. Another thing. Kelvin Benjamin. Silent most of the game. He was targeted. I think he was targeted 4 or 5 times. The first target was obviously the big flea flicker. I'm like, okay, we're starting with a flea flicker. All right, way off. I don't know what that was. Whether he didn't hit the sideline more enough, or my man Josh Allen, I don't know, simply just couldn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. The accuracy issues is starting to get to me with Allen, man. The throws that are such easy ones to make, he's just missing on. He's dodging them. I don't know what's going on. So KB, they just can't seem to get it together. Those are the 2 that you'd like to get. Not right now, but those are the 2 that you guys would like to get together, but they just can't, and they're just not doing it. So it's one of those things where you just gotta pray and wish that things can happen soon for these people, man. Last, but and I have to say this, man. We've got to work on this accuracy issue, man. I don't know what it is, man. But if we can get the ball out of his hands quickly on short little routes that he can hit, maybe that builds his confidence. Because right now his confidence is there, but it could be so much more. So much more. There's so much damn potential in this guy, man. Real talk. So there's not a whole lot of offensive takes on this game, man. There really isn't. It's the fact of the matter is we got the W. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Not right now. You got to go upstairs. Thank you. No, not right now. Upstairs. Thank you. Okay. So that being said, if we can work something, if we can get these guys on the same page, oh, man, life would be so much different, man. This 13-12 win will be a blow up. We'd be money on the money in the bank. So we're gonna work on that. But defense was the story of the game today, man. Jerry Hughes, forced fumble. Shaq Lawson was getting in the mix. Tremaine Edmonds with 4 tackles, forcing a fumble. That boy can run. If you guys missed him, man, that boy, he chased down Mariota. He closed the gap quick. I thought Mariota honestly thought that he had time to kind of survey the field, and Buddy was right in his face. Tremaine Edmonds, man, that boy can run. Milano is playing lights out, man. Milano is playing lights out. If he continues to play like this, man, could it be a Pro Bowler? Are we looking at a Pro Bowl linebacker on our team, man? Golly, man. And speaking of linebackers, Hassan Reddick from the Cardinals, apparently he's fallen out of favor. So look for McBean, you know what I mean, to work a little something to try to get a linebacker into our mix. But here's the thing: you bringing a guy onto the team, you got to let go. You got to let go of people, man. We've been letting people go left, right, center. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Lee. We let go of O'Leary to keep Kyrie Lee, and then we let go of Kyrie Lee. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny the way things work, but that's the nature of the business, because when injuries happen, you've got to shuffle people around. Micah Hyde and Raphael Bush being out really hurt us, so you have to bring in a safety. You had to bring in Dean Marlowe. Yeah, I got no choice. So it's a casualty thing, man. It's a casualty thing. So receivers. I don't want to say that the receivers on our team are struggling hard. If we can get our guy to get the ball out of his hands quickly, they can let the receivers do their thing. Andre Holmes, you got to catch that. Andre Holmes, you have to catch that. That ball was on the money right here, and you let it bounce off your hands up in the air. Oh. Bro, man, it's one of those games that is just up and down. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just you got to we've got to now. For me personally, now that I know 100% fact that we are in the rebuild. I mean, I knew we were in the rebuild, but I needed to hear it from coach himself that we're in the rebuild. I'm content. I'm content. I can just go with this season without high hopes. As much as I want to win, as badly as I want to win, I want every win every way possible. But this is what we have to go through. We got to go through this. The Rams went through this shit. You know what I'm saying? And now the Rams are seeing the success that they're going through. So the fact that we signed Derek Anderson, I wanted to touch on that, is big. Two things. Derek Anderson, as this is just something I picked up on. Derek Anderson's a big boy. I think he's like 6'5" or so. So, and some people might say, well, what the hell does it matter? When you have a bigger guy like that, he can now teach the young buck how to use his height and his advantage and his eyes and what to look for based on his size. Athletic ability, that will come to him. But when you have a guy like Derek Anderson that's been in the league, that has success, that has started, you know what I'm saying? This is something that we needed to do months ago. Months ago. We're doing this week 5 weeks in. Come on, fellas. Like, y'all got to get your shit together on that aspect. That stuff should have been done beforehand. You can't allow a rookie to start with no veteran backup. Like, I mean, all the other guys that are starting around this league have these veteran backups. Your Josh Rosen has Bradford. You know what I'm saying? You got Tyrod mentoring Baker. You feel me? You have Mason Rudolph sitting behind freaking Ben Roethlisberger. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson behind Joe Flacco. So every one of these rookies that came out, they have somebody. And then Josh Allen, I don't want to say poor Josh Allen, but Josh Allen is sitting here behind. Nobody's there. Some shit. What am I looking at, guys? What do you see? He's looking at Nate Peterman. And Nate Peterman is just as new as he is. So you got two rooks pretty much, learning from each other. Man, you can't do that. And as much as you want to pin it on the offensive coordinator to be there for him, or you want to make the quarterback coach to be there, sometimes you need a guy that plays the game, that can be on the field and show them what to look for. So a guy like Derek Anderson, although I would prefer a guy like Matt Moore, that has been in the league quite some time and that has been in Brian Daboll's offense. And so has Derek Anderson for a short period of time. But you want a guy that's been in it for at least a year. 9 games doesn't cut it for Derek Anderson. But nonetheless, the operation is moving. The front office finally made the move that they needed to make by bringing Derek Anderson in. And we hope to see a vast improvement, or not a gradual improvement in our guy, Josh Allen. But nonetheless, the good points. I don't want to shit and poo-poo on Josh Allen. I'm not. When it mattered most, Tyrod never did this, or did this very, very little. When it mattered most, with 2 minutes left, he orchestrated, you know what I mean, down the field. And the biggest play of the game was the shortest pass and the biggest play to Ray McCloud. That play, that little hitch play, one snap, step, boom, first down, that was the biggest play of the game today. I'm telling you right now, people might not agree with me, but that right there was the biggest play. Confidence for the quarterback, confidence for Ray McCloud making that catch, you know what I'm saying, and getting the first down, and kept the chains alive and moving. That's what it comes down to, man. So I'm done with my notes. You know what I'm saying? I'll take some statements, some questions, some concerns, some feelings. Why don't we have someone for Allen? Well, we got Derek Anderson. So that's what's going to change the game going forward. But listen, man, Teron Johnson is special, man. That boy, he's just a football player. He's a football player, man. I just had to put it out there, man. DW Cromarty says J.A. can't learn the small things by playing. He must sit. See, a lot of people think is, I agree with that in a sense. Sometimes there's some people that need to sit and watch and learn on how it's done, and then they take over. By just jumping in, some people don't learn that way. However, there are some people that just don't believe in sitting to learn. In order to learn and do things and have success, you've got to take your lumps on the field. You learn on the field as you go, physically touching the football and getting out there. Even if I have a horrible first year, at least I got my experience in. I know what the league's about. So when I'm ready to really pick it up and go, it can happen. So there's 2 schools of thought on sitting rather than getting on the field. But that's a good enough point. Someone says Buffalo Gaming says get Des Bryant. Here's the thing, man. These things are a two-way street. Going after Des Bryant is one thing. Des Bryant he's got every right to say, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna chill. Nah, you guys are still kind of in your rebuild mode. I'm not trying to rebuild right now. I'm trying to get with an established quarterback that can get me the ball. Is Josh Allen established? No, he's not. So there's a reason why, and this is me playing devil's advocate. There's a reason why the organization is not going after every single receiver there is, because they drafted receivers. They want Allen to establish some kind of rapport with these receivers that are going to be with this team going forward for the next 2 to 3 years. You bringing in a guy like Des Bryant, that he has to now figure out new chemistry, and he's gonna have to force feed Des Bryant. It might be too hard for the rookie, because now he's gonna be like, yo, Des Bryant is here. I got to try to get him the ball as much as I can, which is not a bad thing, especially if he's gonna be the best receiver. But I think in playing devil's advocate, the front office is like thinking, yo, let's just keep Ray, keep Foster, keep all these other guys, and just let him work with those guys. Let him establish that. And then next year, when we have $100+ million in the bank, you know what I'm saying? We have free agency galore to go after. We can start doing those things. But I got to say that they're not giving up on Kelvin Benjamin. I appreciate it. As much as this guy frustrates the hell out of me, I appreciate that they're not giving up on him. So shout out to the front office for, you know what I mean, still trying to keep Kelvin Benjamin in the gameplay, because I'll tell you right now, man, you keep this guy in the play, you keep him in the scheme, it only can make our offense better. But if he keeps struggling the way he is, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I think he's going to slowly start building some chemistry with Allen, and things will work out. What do we got here? Bills Mafia 315 says QB sneak on a hurry up after the questionable KB fumble, and then even the QB draw on 3rd and long at the 40. Why not just hand it off to both times? I agree. I did not understand that. I don't know if there was a miscommunication from the radio signals or something got crossed up, but that didn't make any sense. Especially it was like fresh set of downs, and you do a QB sneak. That made no sense to me. I think that was just a blemish. I really do think so. DeMar Brown says a win is a win. Conservative play calling got it done. Conservative play calling got it done. Here's the thing, though. Conservative play calling is one thing, but aggressive decision-making was another. And that was one thing that Coach did today. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but we went for it on 4th down 3 times. 3 times today. That is something that we don't do. I don't think we even did that all year last year. Maybe once or twice, but we did 3 times in one game. That tells us they want Allen to get as much reps as possible, and they don't like this 3-and-out business, especially if it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Yo, go for that shit, man. Depending on where you are on the field, go for that, man. So I like the aggressiveness that McDermott played today, man. I liked it. That was something new for us. George Hill says, look for KB to get traded by the deadline. There is just no fight in that dog. Allen inaccurate, but Kelvin won't help him. Allen's inaccuracies are troublesome. They are troublesome because he's inaccurate on throws that are just shit that he can make in his sleep. You can make those throws in your sleep, but yet you're missing them, or it's wildly just too low or too high. Dude, settle down. Fix your mechanics, like fix your feet, and just get the ball there. Let the receivers do what they do. But you trying to do too much. You know the problem is with Allen, because he's got such a a big arm. He's trying to find the biggest play all the time. Like, I don't want to hear anybody talk about the O-line was terrible today, because the O-line was not. The O-line played solid today. They kept Allen clean. They honestly kept Allen clean, and Allen just could not find anyone. And I don't want to hear that all the receivers were covered and they couldn't make plays. Allen just is not reading and processing the field correctly, man. Because after your first read, if your first read's not there, don't wait for him to try to get open. Get to your second read. Get to your third read. You know what I'm saying? Get to your dump off, your safety valve. But he's sitting there sticking to it, and he's got the time in the pocket, and I don't know what he's looking at, man. And because I don't have the all-22, it's going to reveal a lot more. But just all the time he had, and he just couldn't find anybody, it was frustrating to me. I'm like, yo, somebody's got to be open. And there's one play in particular. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I posted it. He had time in the pocket and was waiting and waiting and waiting. And he finally takes a left. He turns left, and he sees Tywan Jones just sitting there going, I'm right here, son. Just throw me the ball. Like, there's nobody near me. I can gain you 5-6 yards, and we keep the chains moving. What does he do? He rolls to the left. He's still looking downfield and finally sees Taiwan and hits Taiwan and throws in the dirt. End of down. Dude, man. First, second, third read is gone. Hit the man, especially when he's doing this. Yo, that shit is crazy to me, man. That's bananas. That's honestly bananas, man. Alex Lopez says we got lucky the Titans receivers didn't catch. Bro, let's keep it a buck, man. Yo, Alex, thanks for that. Let's keep it a buck. If that receiver, I don't know who that was, but that receiver didn't drop that ball in the end zone, my attitude is completely changed. I'm cursing everybody. You feel me? I'm cursing you and your mom and everybody else that comes along with it and the Bills. But we got the win. We got lucky. Maybe this win was something it's probably something that's gonna catapult us to start putting W's together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Allen is learning though. He is learning. He's learning how to win. He's learning how to, rally his guys. Technically, he got himself a 2-minute win drill. I can't even speak. He got himself a 2-minute drill win. You know what I mean? 2 minutes left on the clock. Can you will your team? Can you bring them forward and get them a game-winning play? And he did, man. He marched the ball down the field and did it technically. So, but it doesn't take away from a bad game that you have. Like 10 for 19, 82 yards. We didn't draft you for that. If that was the case, I would have kept Peterman in because Peterman can give you that with a couple interceptions. You feel me? So we could have kept Tyrod. We didn't bring you in to give us Peterman and Tyrod situations and numbers and scheme. Like we didn't do that. We need you to air it out. I don't know when the last time we had a 300-yard passer before Tyrod Taylor. Before Tyrod Taylor, when the hell's the last time we had a 300-yard passer? You got Baker Mayfield thrown for home 342 yards. You feel me? Like you have Josh Rosen hits a bomb to Christian Kirk. Like, this is what we need. We brought you in for this. I can't understand how we're not able to take advantage of this shit, man. Oh, golly, man. God damn. Anyway, Hayden Black, how do you think Allen will play against the Texans defense next week? It's too soon to tell, man. One game at a time. You just got to get the game plan, find out what's worked against that defense, because that defense is vulnerable. And Dallas plays them today, so we're going to see what goes on with that. So we'll see. We shall see. Defense looks good, though. We are young, too, really promising. We are, man. We're only going to get better. We're transitioning. You know what I'm saying? Some young guys are stepping up. We still got some older vets. Trey White, Micah Hyde hurt. Doesn't help. Raphael Bush hurt. Jordan Poyer coming in had to step up big. And I think he did. I think he quarterbacked. Him and Edmonds quarterbacked that defense well today. He's keeping the team 14 points. That's legitimate, man. That's legitimate. Dion Lacey had good special teams on our team, but most importantly, Dion Lewis. I think his name is Dion Lewis. The little running back that came from the Patriots. We bottled him up a little bit. We bottled Henry up. So I think we did a fantastic job defensively. And today we stepped up big defensively. By the way, shout out to everybody watching. I got over 100 people viewed in and watching. Shout out to you guys. Leave a comment, subscribe if you guys are new. And don't forget to click that little notification bell. Corey Yandy says defense dominated. That should have been a blowout. 3 turnovers in their territory, and we get 10 points. I know, man. Jordan Phillips is a keeper. Well, he looked energized today, man. He looked energized and was making plays. So shout out to Jordan Phillips, man, for real. I know I have one of my homies, Kevin, says he's one of those guys that can play like a damn Pro Bowler and give you 2 plays playing like a Pro Bowler. He'll give you 4 plays playing like a trash player, and the rest of them, he's inconsistent and up and down. So we're gonna find out what this guy's really about. Willard Morse says, "Hey man, let's knock Dean Marlowe. He stepped up in Hyde's place and made some plays." I like Dean Marlowe, man. I like Dean Marlowe when he was in training camp during all that good stuff, man. I think you saw that. I think he actually made our initial 53-man roster, but we had to make some changes and we put him on the practice squad. But Dean Marlowe today, he had some broken down plays, but he played admirably. He made some good tackles, and I'll give him that. That's a good shout out to Dean Marlowe, man. He did all right today. He did all right. Best show to watch after Bills game. I appreciate that, homie. I appreciate it. Corey Yanni says Derek Anderson sucks too. Y'all remember the 2017 game, 6-3 Cleveland, but he's not. We didn't bring him here to start. We did not bring him here to start in any way, shape, or form. We brought him in to be the mentor to a young Josh Allen that has nobody to look to when it comes to in the locker room, who to talk to and stuff like that. So right now, basically, Allen is pretty much learning on his own and through the coaching staff. So you need a guy that you can bounce your ideas off of, and the older guy can say, "Nah, man, I was in the game back in 2011, and this is the same scenario I had. I had to pump." Like, I mean, those are the type of shits that you need from a veteran quarterback that knows his role, not as a starter, but as a backup. I mean, shit, my man was sitting on his couch doing fuck all. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well come in and be serviceable. And that's what it comes down to. New Empire Network says this is the very best show to watch, period, if you're a Bills fan. Yo, man, I appreciate the love, fellas. I appreciate the love, man. That's actually nice to hear, man, for real. And I hope to keep up the good work, man. I really do. Love the show, coach. I like it. Tremaine played well. Yes, he did. 5 yards, 10 yards. Is that too hard to it's not too hard, man. It's not too hard, especially when and I don't want to use Tom Brady, because Tom Brady's just, you know what I mean, he's Tom Brady. But I see all these other guys, like look at the Jets quarterback, Sam Darnold, man. This guy had a day for himself today. I don't know how, like, statistically how he did, but I saw some big plays he was making today, because those big plays come to you when you dump off little things like that, and you get the defense playing honest, and then you hit him with the big stuff, man. Allen is trying to hit him with the big stuff every single time. So when they give him the short stuff, it's hard for him. He's like, I don't want that. I want to go deep. I want to be that guy. Dude, it'll come. Just slow your roll, man. Slow your ass down. Take what they give you, and then when they slip up, hit them with it, man. That's what it comes down to. Noah Guider says Teron Johnson is looking promising. Do you see him on our future roster? You damn right. Of course I see him on the damn roster. He's gonna be with the Bills for a while, man. We just got to make sure that we take care of our guys, man. New Empire Network says all the time, Rico, and the rest of the Fanatics, you guys keep updated and current before all the other after every other game. Yes, we do, man. We try to stay consistent and try to give you guys what you guys need, man. Ryan B says, is Peterman gone? I can't see Peterman being gone because the development is for both those guys. Even if we get Derek Anderson for 1 year, if 1 year does a difference for those two guys, the job was done, right? But I can't see Peterman being gone. But I mean, you just never know, man, because certain moves at least this regime makes you scratch your head a little bit, and then some of them make sense. So him being let go, I'm not too sure. Why isn't Zay in the slot? Zay plays everywhere, man. He plays, because that's the thing with the offense that Dable played. He said there will be no player playing just one position. Nobody's just playing the X. Nobody's just playing the Y. You feel me? Everyone's going to be playing everywhere, because if one guy goes down, you can play it. So that's why you'll find KB in the slot. You'll find Andre Holmes in the slot, and then Zay Jones will be in the slot. Excuse me. And then, or you'll even see Charles Clay at the wideout position. Everyone will be in positions to flip everything around and show you what's really good, man. But Ray is gonna get in the mix too. He's got to get better, man. That reverse that they gave him, he made no effort to even try to, cut outside and back inside again. Like, he just took the 3-yard loss and kept it moving. I mean, maybe he's not trying to get hit hard. I don't know, man. Anderson will teach both Peterman and Allen. Absolutely, that's for sure. Charles Jackson says Zay is our best wideout, and if it ain't close, we need to target him at least 10 times a game. You're not wrong on we need to target him 10 times a game. Is he our best receiver on our team? We don't know. The jury's still out, because he hasn't had a game that says, shit, Zay Jones has arrived. Not last year, not this year. So the jury's still out. The jury is still out on that, man. I'm going to stay here for a little longer because I got Thanksgiving dinner to go to. You guys, for those that are Canadian, you guys already know it's Thanksgiving weekend, and you guys have your Thanksgiving weekend a few weeks from now. So I got to go to Mom Dukes' crib to grub up. CR McCarron wanted to start. He didn't want a backup role. And we even got a pick out of trading McCarron. So I'll take that, man. I'll take that all day. If we rebuilding, then let it rip. Let it rip, man. Play calling sucks. It's not that the play calling sucks. It's just you gotta. I'm not gonna defend Dable, because I'm critical of Dable as well. But sometimes he may call the perfect play, but the quarterback doesn't see it, and the quarterback doesn't execute the play. So it's not all on Dable. Now I will say this: there were some plays where it's very predictable: run, pass, run, pass, run, pass. That was kind of getting disheartening because Titans was just teeing up on it. I was hoping for run, pass, run, play action, but we never got that. So I mean, with time, it'll happen. With time. Topper Holidays has gobble gobble. Yep. Yuppers, man. I'm a gobble gobble, all right. This offense needs to be more explosive than Allen to his receivers. Like Bills fans look around the league, and almost all the other QBs are ridiculous numbers. And Josh Allen threw for 80 yards. I know, I get it. Here's the thing. Here's what I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see Josh Allen throwing screenplays to the running back. I would have liked Josh Allen throwing more hitches. I would have liked Josh Allen getting more butt hooks. Get him some completions. Sometimes it's not about the yards. Let like, for instance, he throws a swing pass to LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy is the most athletic athlete on our team right now, and this man made 6 guys miss with a first down and some. That's the type of shit you got to do. Sometimes that one little short pass can turn into 80, but you got to take them, man. Take the 80 shovel pass rather than the 80-yard bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is like 50-50. That shovel pass can take you 80, and that's passing yards, man. Shit. I'm just saying. How's the O-line holding up? The O-line had a good game today, man. They had a good game. I think Allen got sacked twice, if that. One of them was his fault for sure, because I don't know what the F he was doing. But yeah, man, O-line was playing all right. Joel, when did you become a Bills fan? Oh man, I became a Bills fan when I was before. Let me tell you this funny story. It was Dallas, and I was like 8 or 9. And I was never really into football. I was soccer. My dad always got me into soccer. So football was never a thing for me. But I was like 8 or 7. No, I was 8 or 9. And it was the Bills against the Dallas Cowboys. And it was my brother and I sitting there. And he's like, yo, what team you going for? And he says, what team you going for? He's like, yo, I'm taking Dallas. I was like, all right, I'm taking the Bills. And I like their uniforms. Their uniforms are dope. And then I've been a Bills fan ever since. It came this close. I would have been a Bills fan or a Dallas fan. Go figure. Could you imagine me a Dallas fan? Boy, I'm sick thinking about it. But yeah, man. So that's my squad right now. That's my squad, the Bills. So that's how I became a Bills fan. And I just started getting my Madden, buying Madden. And then shoot, I started that's how you guys. I mean, you're 9, man. What do you know? All I was doing was playing Pogs and marbles and my Bills. I even had that starter. The starter jacket, Bill's starter jacket. Super dope, man. Anyway, so that's it, man. I just want to come in, real talk a little bit of the game. Certain things that stood out to me was LaShawn McCoy, how prevalent he was in this game. We needed that. We've been missing that for the last 2 games. A team with LaShawn McCoy is a solid team. So we have a healthy LaShawn McCoy, and he's only going to get healthier. And then Marcus Murphy coming back soon. I think that we'll establish more on the ground. And I think that's going to be something that's essential for our offense. We just need the receivers to just become more available, get your one-on-one, win your one-on-one battles. You know what I'm saying? Come back to the ball, Andre Holmes. You don't just run your route and sit there and wait. Come back to the ball, man. Strong hands, pluck it, bring it down. You feel me? So, I mean, shit, we won the game, so it doesn't matter. But those are the things that I noticed, man. We could have done way better in that regard. Enjoy your meal, bro. Look forward to your show after the game now. Yeah, man. So I'm going to try to make a video sometime this week and go from there. But listen, man, I got to get out of here. Folks, we got the W. That's what matters at the end of the day. I know there was a poll made that I think there was something going on that somebody said they'd rather have Allen play a wonderful game, a huge game and stats galore and lose the game. I'm not about that. I want to win. I don't want to lose. I'm sick of losing. I want to win. So if Allen has a game like he had today, but we still get the win, guess what? He still learns. We win. He has a horrible game, but he still learns, and that he gets better that way. What good is it if you're throwing for 6,000 yards in a game and you lose? You feel me? So like, I'm not buying that, man. I need a win and for you to learn at the same time, because then we'll put it together and we'll make things happen. Anyway, so that's my shit. That's my day. That's my story. The Bills win. I'll take it. It feels good because tomorrow when people start talking shit and be like, yo, what happened to what happened to my Bills? They won. So that suicide pool that you picked the Bills to lose, you just lost yourself some money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to walk around with my bitch on right now, real proud. Anyway, folks, it's been real. It's been good. It's your boy. And y'all know what it is, man. Hit me up on that Twitter, RealRico_BF. You want my hot takes? I always have some hot takes in there, some profound things. Hit me on there. It's your boy, and I'm gone.